hour later, he came home yelling and raging about how pathetic and spiteful I was to walk out and go home and ruin the trip at the last moment. It's been an absolute nightmare, and I feel like I'm losing my sanity. Welcome to another episode of Based on a True Story. My name is Raphael Omar, and today I have got a story here for you about a young woman who is engaged to be married to a gentleman who is what we would call a mama's boy. Now, the issue that she's running into is her mother-in-law is, or soon-to-be mother-in-law, is overly involved in her relationship. What she's needing to know, and what I'm wanting to know from you guys, is who do you think is wrong in this scenario? Do you think that the young lady telling the story is wrong? Or do you think that the husband is wrong? Or is the mother wrong? Or is everybody wrong? You let me know. Let's go ahead and jump into it. I, a 30-year-old female, don't have the best relationship with my husband's mom. Since day one, she's made continuous remarks to compare me to her. Okay, real quick. In the intro, I said they were engaged. I forgot. So they're actually married. Let's keep it going. Since day one, she's made continuous remarks to compare me to her. She then tried to get on my good side by overly praising everything I do and sometimes even copying me. One time, she literally dyed her hair purple, just like mine, and when everyone pointed out how ridiculous she looked, she actually blamed me and accused me of trying to make a joke out of her. So anyway, my husband and I took 2 weeks off of work to visit some places out of the country. Tourism, in other words. I was the one who saved up for and arranged the trip. My husband was responsible for booking the tickets. My husband's mom wanted to come along and threw temper tantrums when I said no. She called, texted, sent people to talk me into letting her come, and even threatened to call the police and make up a complaint to get us to stay if she couldn't come. My husband said we should just take her, but I told him he was wrong to tell her about the trip in the first place. He gave me an ultimatum, saying he shouldn't go if she can't come, and I told him I'd gladly call his bluff, which made him take his words back and say, fine, I'll tell her to stop it because we won't take her. Things got quieter, suspiciously quieter. The day of the trip came, and we got to the airport at 2 p.m. My husband was walking ahead of me and was looking left and right like he was looking for someone. I asked him if he was, in fact, looking for something, but he didn't respond. He led me to the waiting area, and the first thing I saw was his mom standing there with her luggage. I froze in my spot, feeling a cold wave rushing over me, and I was fuming inside. She and my husband hugged one another. That's when I quietly turned around and started walking toward the exit. My husband followed me, shouting at me to stop. He tried to stop me, but I told him off in the harshest way possible. He tried to say that I was overreacting and that his mom was there anyway, and I should let it go and not mess the trip up for us. I told him he and his mom could still go and that I was going home. I went home and sobbed into my dog's fur for several minutes. It turned out he booked her a ticket without me knowing. An hour later, he came home yelling and raging about how pathetic and spiteful I was to walk out and go home and ruin the trip at the last moment. I told him he caused this to happen. He said that I was being so hard on his mom that it was ridiculous. I refused to fight anymore, but he kept on berating me and then called my family to tell them that the trip was canceled and it was because of me. My own family said that I shouldn't have ruined it for myself and should have sucked it up and done the best to enjoy it. It's been an absolute nightmare, and I feel like I'm losing my sanity. There are a few more details I need to add about my situation. Over the years, I've noticed that my husband's mom favors him over his siblings. This affected his relationship with them and me as well. He's never seen an issue with how differently his mom treats him, but it bothered me and made me feel uncomfortable. The whole dynamic made me feel uncomfortable. Going low contact has never even been an option. He has to see her or call her every day. Most of his siblings don't talk to him, and I 100% believe it's because of his mother's favoritism. He does bear some blame for not seeing how wrong this is to this day. In many instances, I found myself making excuses for his behavior. I did it spontaneously, and I didn't know why. But I guess it's because of how much I love him, and because I really wanted to be able to work these types of things out without letting them affect our marriage. Regarding what happened with the trip, he tried to have a talk with me. And most of what he said came from a place of blame towards me. I just couldn't continue with this argument. I told him I needed space and that I would be going to stay with my sister for a while. He didn't take it well. He literally got up from the couch and opened the door, telling me to go right then. In that moment, seeing how he was not even anywhere near understanding what he had done just made things perfectly clear to me. I pictured years and years of my life being lived like that, and I was like, no, I can't do it. I can't take any more of it, especially when he keeps focusing on being right every time. His mom can do no wrong. Right now, I'm staying with my sister. I brought my dog with me as well. He sent me his last message, telling me I'm the one choosing to end what we had together, but I believe it's the other way around, especially with how he keeps making his mom the victim in this situation. It's become clear now that we keep going in circles with no end in reach, and I'm just so exhausted and overwhelmed. I'm not mad at him and don't expect him to change, but at least I'm given options to decide what's best for me and my future, even if it's separation and divorce. But I guess I just need to know, am I the a-hole here? Did I really overreact to all of this? Are you the a-hole? Short answer, no, you're not the a-hole. One thing I'm curious about is how long this has been going on though. You said that you noticed that he doesn't really talk to his siblings, or he doesn't have a good relationship with his siblings. Did you know this before you guys got married? You know, I'm not trying to put the blame on you, but I'm just kind of looking at this like, how long did you know he was this close to his mom and that she was always in the picture? Now, this situation is bad. I'm not saying that it's not, but I'm just wondering. I'm allowed to wonder, right? Let's take a look at the comments. Peanut Butter Toast says, I don't want to call the divorce card, but divorce. You told your boundaries, you said no, he crossed it. Your husband told you he would tell her no. He lied. He tried to pin you in a corner by not saying anything and bringing her anyways, and got upset you refused to be a part of his little trap. And then to berate you, he's not a good man. He needs to go. Yeah, the berating is strange. And see, this is why I keep wondering. So there was no behavior prior to this that he had this type of disposition. Because for him to feel that comfortable to berate you, I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking too into it. Ruby Larkspur 87 says, you are not the a-hole. He gave you an ultimatum. No loving partner would ever put you in that situation. He's a mommy's boy, and she's manipulative and toxic. You have every right to enjoy a holiday with your husband without them behaving like children. You did the right thing. The next right thing to do is leave. He doesn't respect you. Yeah, there's just no storyline where this gets better, right? There's no future timeline where he stops being who he is. This is who he's been his entire life. There's no changing who he is and what their relationship is. So yeah, your best choice of action, like Ruby Larkspur 87 suggested, is to go ahead and head out. Save the Book says, definitely not the a-hole. You know that if you had sucked it up and gone with him, the entire vacation would be all about catering to his mom. Bingo. Whatever she wanted to do, whatever places she wanted to go, places she wanted to eat, you'd be a third wheel on their vacation. That is an excellent point. If he was willing to go behind your back to bring her, just imagine what the vacation would have been like. He would have come up with whatever excuse possible to give the mom what she wanted, and you would have just been a third wheel. So I think it's pretty clear. It's unfortunate that you got married and that you have to go through this process. You know, I hate to see it, but I think you deserve better than what this young man is putting you through. And I'm sure everybody who just heard the story probably feels the same way. But what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments section how you feel about the story. What do you think she should do? I'll catch you later.